So guys, today we are talking about how you get round fight last auras. Now, if you've not had the displeasure of coming up against a group of Talos or Grotesques with a pesky Haemonculus there with a Vexator Mask, well, that's probably for the best. But just in case you do come against it, I'm going to show you two awesome ways of getting around this really nasty combo. Now guys, there's lots of things in the game. Space Wolves have it, Dark Angels have it, Chaos have it. There's loads of things which give off fight last auras, and it can be absolutely devastating if you're trying to charge in but having to hit last. So guys, let's dive straight into the video and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Welcome guys, it's Andy here from D6 Evolution. So guys, today I'm talking about how you can get round fight last auras. Now, as anyone who's been playing 40k for a while, you'll know that swinging first in combat when you charge in is key to killing strong assault units in combat. And if you're fighting last for any reason, you're probably not going to do very well. So guys, there's lots of things in the game at the moment which have abilities to make your charging units fight last. So I'm going to go through a couple of them. So you've got the Vexator Mask. Now this is the big one. The Vexator Mask for Drakari Haemonculus. That makes a unit within 6 inches fight last. Now Dark Angels have got one. I think they've got the Eye of the Unseen. Space Wolves have got one. They have the Armour of Russ. And Chaos have, I think it's a Blight Spawn, which can do similar abilities as well. So there's a lot of them out there. And players will usually match up a really hard-hitting melee unit with a character which makes other models which assault it fight last. So really, really nasty stuff. However, there are ways around this, and this is what this video is all about. Now guys, I don't own much Dark Elder, but I've tried to base the scenario around Dark Elder because this is the one you're going to see. You're going to see Haemonculus with a Vexator Mask, and you're going to see him either running with a big blob of Grotesques or some Talos. So how do these Custodes here, the boys in gold, manage to charge in against the Haemonculus here with the Vexator Mask and his big group of Grotesques? I'm using some Chaos Dogs as Grotesques because Wes has failed when he doesn't actually own any Talos or Grotesques. Shame on him. So guys, let's just dive into the first scenario and I'll tell you all about it. So first scenario guys, and this is probably the best way to do it, is if you've got a small unit near the big unit you want to charge. So what we've got here is we have our Chaos Dogs, which are representing Grotesques, and we have our little squad of cultists up here who are going to be representing our racks for this little scenario. Okay guys, so now we're up to date with our little substitutions, let's talk about the tactics. So all fight last auras work in the same way. You select a unit at the start of the fight phase. The start of the fight phase is key. So what I've done here is that I have charged both the Chaos Cultists over here and the Chaos Dogs over here as well. But what I've done actually guys is when you charge a unit, you only have to go within 1 inch of one of the units you charge. So I've gone within 1 inch of the Cultists over here with my big squad of Custodes. Now I've stayed just outside of 6 inches of the Haemonculus here because the range of the Vexator Mask is 6 inches. So I've completely nullified his fight last aura because at the start of the fight phase I'm more than 6 inches away from him. Now when I pile in, I can pile in towards the closest enemy and pile in a way where they'll all be eligible to fight, and I'll show you that now. Boom, so here we have it. So these Custodes, they were 4 inches away from the Grotesques, completely outside the range for the fight last aura, and they're piled in the 3 inches. They're now within 1 inch of the Grotesques, and the last Custodes here is still within 1 inch of a guy who's within 1 inch, so all of this big unit here can fight the Grotesques. Fantastic, so they get to fight first because they've avoided the fight last aura. So that's probably the easiest way to do it. Now there is a second way of doing it. It's not quite as effective, but it doesn't rely on your opponent having 2 units next to each other. I'm going to show you that now. So my next example here, I'm using the power of base to basing a unit to exploit the to get around the fight last aura. So what I've got here is I have a little Chaos Hound here who's more than 1 inch away from everything else in his unit. Now that's really important because being more than an inch away means none of the rest of these hounds here can fight unless they pile in to get within an inch of this guy who's now within an inch of the Custodes. Now, what I've done here is the Custodes have charged in the base to base this model here, so it's completely immobilized unless it kills it. Now the rest of the unit here, I've also charged in a chaff unit, say some guardsmen, and they're base to base all of the models here. Now they've tried to stay just outside of 3 inches of the Haemonculus so we can't do a cheeky heroic intervention because that will mess up my plans. So now, yes, I'm going to be caught in the fight last aura. However, when he goes to pile in with his Chaos Hounds here, he can't actually move anywhere because all of his unit is being base-to-base contact. So yes, he will kill this unit, and then he gets to pile in, but he'll have to pile in towards the Custodes, and all of his attacks will be lost. So effectively, he can't do anything. So what happens now is the Custodes gets to strike back after only one of these Chaos Hounds gets to attack him. So that is absolutely fantastic. So instead of having 5 guys attack you, you've got 1 guy attack you. So there we have it, guys. That is my ways of getting round fight last auras. I think they're pretty cool. So let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you've found out any ways of doing it yourself. And subscribe to the channel if you like what you're seeing. We do regular tactics videos and battle reports. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.